Hi guys, it's Jackie. I'm going to show you how to take the homework check-in template and responses sheet and make a copy of it and edit it for yourself and then be able to use the workflow in your classroom. So hopefully this process is as streamlined as possible for you and you're able to create the templates for yourself and set up the formula without too much of a headache. So let's see how it goes. So right now what I have open is the homework Google form that has all of the questions from the template, and then its corresponding responses sheet that has the whole workflow included in it. So how Google Form works, if you're not familiar, is that you set up the questions in a Google Form that you want to gather the data on, and then you get responses. Actually, in the new forms, you get really intuitive responses, and you can grade the quizzes right within forms, but it then also filters all of the data into a spreadsheet, which you can then manipulate even further, which is where the workflow of this parent emailing process is going to happen. If you're like, wow, that sounds awesome, or I'm really interested in Google Forms, you should check out our Google Forms class that's starting at the beginning of February and sign up for that, or reach out to me or any of the other instructional tech folks, and we will get you up and running with Google Forms. So in this template, it's very generic. It gives you kind of, I have like directions in the questions, but it's just a generic template that we use to set up some of the homework check-in workflows. So what you're going to do is you're going to make a copy of this. This is my template. This is just so that you have access to kind of like how it's set up. And so you're going to make a copy. So to do that, you're going to click on the three dots in the upper right-hand corner, and you're going to say, make a copy. I'm pretty sure that the template that I gave you has has a copy link. It is a copy link, so when you clicked on the link, you should have gotten a copy anyway, but this is how you make another one. So I'm going to name this one Gilmore Check-In, and I'm just going to stick it in the folder that I already have set up in my Google Drive here. So I'm going to click OK. And so I made a copy of the form. So this is my form. So once you make a copy, this is your form. Do it. Do what you want with it. So I'm going to get rid of this copy of form just so that I don't get confused. Now, typically what you do is you create the Google form, and then from the form you generate a spreadsheet that gathers all of the responses. But what I want you to do is actually, I want you to use my spreadsheet, because my spreadsheet is set up and it has the formulas already worked into the spreadsheet. And so it'll be an easy copy and paste for you to utilize the formulas and the workflow within the spreadsheet. So what I want you to do is take the spreadsheet and make a copy of that as well. So, so you can say File, Make a Copy. And again, I'm pretty sure that the links that I gave you are copy links, but in case they're not, just that's how you make a copy of them. So I'm just going to call this Gilmore Responses. And I'm going to click OK. So again, it's loading my new copy. This is the one that I own now, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the other one. So now I have my form, and I have a spot to collect my data in. So in the form, you're going to edit your form and make it your own. So I'm going to, instead of calling it a template, I'm going to call this okay. And then so with the questions, and I have like a description here. You can get rid of the description. This is your form. Edit it as you want. So okay, and so then this form has only just like a few questions in it. You can add or remove questions as you see fit. So one of the key pieces about this form is that it's automatically going to collect the student's email address. And I'm using that because I used to have a name question, but kids could select somebody else, so they could accidentally check in somebody else, and we don't want that to happen. We want them to check in themselves. So instead of just having that question, just eliminate it altogether, and had the form automatically grab their email address. So it's perfect. So the first question, which assignment are you missing? And then here I have just like a tip for you, list the types of assignments that could be scanning in here. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this. Like I don't want students to see that part. So this was originally set up for an elementary classroom where they have these different subjects that they're turning in homework for. But maybe you have students finish a lab report, or you do a weekly every week, or it's a Quizlet assignment every week. If you have multiple types of assignments that they could check in as missing, you could give it all different types, or maybe just homework. So you could have generic topics here if you wanted to. To change the type of question, you click on the drop down. To delete questions, you click on the trash. To duplicate questions, you do this. Add or remove add more questions, you do this down the right-hand side. And again, this is not a tutorial on Google Forms. So if you're interested in taking your forms to the next level, you should definitely reach out or take a class on it, because it's a really amazing tool and there's a lot of great features of it. So which assignment are you missing? What is the assignment? Give it the title. And then in this particular instance, we had a why are you scanning in? Maybe you don't even want this question. If you didn't want it completely, you could just delete it. So you'd click on the question down here and then you'd trash it. And then why didn't you complete your assignment? So I'm going to leave those questions. You can choose whether or not you want to leave them or delete them or add different ones. It's up to you. So that's all happening there. So once you edit your form and it's the way that you want it to be, you're pretty much good to go. And so now we just have to do all the back end stuff.